Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Big Bro, Lil Bro. I am comedian Lonnie.
And I am the Flash.
And we got another jam-packed episode for y'all, so make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey, we in our 20s now.
Yeah, this 24.
24.
24.
They cover right here.
Yeah, we gotta make this special.
Hey, they being Brown right here.
Yeah, go ahead, hit him with the topic. What we got today?
Today's topic. You know, when I come up with these topics, they be meaning something, but be meaning something.
Mm-hmm.
Today's topic is Heartbreak Hotel. Who hurt you?
Heartbreak Hotel. Who hurt you?
So when I was pondering upon this title, you know what I'm saying, I piggyback off something I said in episode 23.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you know, like even the Kevin Samuels, why you talk like that about relationships? Why do you do this about relationships? Who hurt you? You don't love your mama. You don't love yourself. You don't love the black woman. All these, et cetera, blah, 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 blah. But I use that to say, who hurt you? So the question tonight is, Lonnie, who hurt you?
These my bad. I'm relapsing. I'm relapsing. And you know what? Like, as I sat here before we even started recording, I had wrote down some notes, and I went through, and I was like, who did hurt me?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I came to ultimately? This is just as far as I got. My parents. My parents. That's where it stemmed from. I probably most like everybody else, I never had proper guidance by either of my parents about emotions, relationships, any of that. It was just something we never discussed ever until it was too late. And then I would be in these situationships, relationships, getting hurt or causing hurt and not understanding, never discussing it. Like, to this day, my mom, like, she just be like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that happened. Okay, we moving forward. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We don't never, you know, she never gave me the talks, and my dad never gave me the talks. And I also found out, me and my sister, we've never had, like, even as far as, like, sexual education, we never had that from our parents. Something we never got.
Well, you know, most black parents in the 90s, they didn't give their kids sexual ed. They gave their kids, don't do it.
Yes.
They gave their kids the, don't do it, you'll get somebody pregnant. And
you know what's crazy? We never even got that in our household. It literally was never discussed.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Ever. Like, sex was just something that never got brought up.
Well, you know, like, once again, me, who hurt me? No,
wait. You gotta let me ask you. All right, Tiz, who hurt you?
Well, the community hurt me.
Okay.
Society hurt me.
Okay.
Because when you're raised in the inner city without guidance, it's from the whole community, and it's not hurt, not in a bad way, or not more so physical, not more so. No, it's more emotional. Because when you have no guidance and you don't have any emotional education, that's why a lot of black people now are going to therapy because we didn't have a lot of emotional education. Same thing you're saying is we have not yet learned how to conflict resolution, how to talk about our feelings, and not in a combative way. You know what I'm saying? Speak for understanding, not for response. So therefore, we have not learned how to communicate verbally, physically, emotionally. So that trickles down to our relationships. You know, same thing you said, just to piggyback. When you're not having these conversations in your home, in your household, you're not having these conversations in your church. When you get older, you can't. How do you expect to have this conversation with another human being?
I agree.
And what happens is, it's unconscious that you bring the hurt into all your relationships. Like we talked about in episode probably I think 21, 22. We talking about the ghost of relationship past. And what happens is we bring all of those ghosts to our current situations. And relationships are not just a dating. It's your work relationship. It's friendships. It's the everything you do in life. Because everything you do in life is a relationship.
Yep.
So that's why I say it's a heartbreak hotel. We got to start from the bottom up.
And even hearing you say, like, the community, and I think I think this a lot and say this a lot, but I think like the black church personally, it let me down a lot. It let me down tremendously, just like growing up in it and then just discovering a whole bunch of stuff that was never discussed about the word being kind of twisted and catered to towards more black women.
Yeah.
I went to a black church.
No. Yeah, no, you're right. What happens in our community is they didn't. If you're a heterosexual black man,
Mm-hmm.
they don't love you unless you can run really fast.
Mm-hmm.
You can sing pretty good.
Your talents.
Or you can dance really, really well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And what happens is a lot of guys feel unloved. So, but the premise of doing all this stuff is for fame and fortune. So that's why so many guys turn to the street
Mm-hmm.
to become drug dealers, fame and fortune. I got the quick money. So now I'm a man 'cause I got money.
Mm-hmm.
These girls gonna love me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The streets gonna love me.
Mm-hmm. But we don't actually know what it takes to.
We don't even really know what love is.
Mm.
We don't even realize, we don't even know how to use the action verb of being loved. And what happens is we do that. And when we get adult age to want to love and be in relationships, we don't know how to love.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people make songs about teach me how to love.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear that, a lot of women be like, teach you? You supposed to know how to love me.
Yeah.
Well, once again, if you have a languages of love, a look of love, and all these things about, I don't know your look.
Mm-hmm.
Her look is different than her look.
For sure.
I'm trying to figure out how to love you. That's why I always scream about getting married really early, because you guys grow to that love together. And you ain't spending 20 years of heartbreak hotels. Now all of a sudden you get 40, now you want to be in love.
Yeah.
But you got the past. The church didn't show you how to love. Mama didn't show you how to love.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have this girlfriend said, I love you because you bought me this.
Yeah.
This girlfriend said, I love you because you gave me that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you try to do that to the new one. She says, I don't want that. I got my own.
Yep.
The other one say, no, give me more. Then the other one say, you're doing too much.
Mm-hmm. The other one not enough.
So it questions your ability to love.
And even to piggyback off of that, like I've found myself every relationship that I've got into, I've literally been building this image of like what love is, what romance is, what a relationship should be. And it's not necessarily correct or incorrect. It's just I have to make this up myself.
You that's right, because you have to make it what you want to be tailored to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about growing in love. We're the only community that have a microwave interest in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like most women, they do real estate. You know why? Because it's a quick flip. They think it's quick.
Yeah.
I can make $15,000 in 2 months, and I can make another $20,000 in 6 months, and I can make another $20,000 in 6 months.
Is that the woman version of drug dealing?
Yes, it is. So what happens is $100,000. I can make $100,000.
Yeah.
I can do this
just like that.
I can do this every year because the market's not going to change. And then I need another stream of income because now I can sell the bundles, and I can do the makeup, and I can do the lashes, and I can be a photographer because I want to quick. Or I can be a barber. If I can be a barber and I cut this many heads, I can get. We all want a quick fix.
Yeah. I agree with that.
That's why the Bible says love is patient and love is kind. But we've surpassed the kind and the patience.
Yeah, damn the patient. We just threw that out the window.
It's my emotion, and I want it filled now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're right. And I was even talking about that earlier. Like technology, social media, it's create, and it's just nothing but enhance all of that. Like now, everybody think that
it's lying to you. It is lying to you. Mm-hmm. It makes you feel like everybody can be an entrepreneur, and they're gonna love what they do. And then tomorrow they're gonna go find a new job, and then go find a new job, and then after that they got a new job. Just like they treat jobs like they treat men, like they treat relationships. Oh, I can find me another man. I'm gonna find me another one. I'm gonna find me another one. But I'm gonna spin the block back on this one. But I'm gonna find me another one, and I'm gonna settle for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I also think that That's why I hate like even like these, when people put up these like relationship goals and they look up to other people, because it's like it's only highlights. You don't see the downs. Everybody thinks that once you fall in love, like there's just no problems. Like you got to work harder than ever.
Hey man, guess what though? It's so amazing. They post so many pictures of Jay-Z and Beyonce. I never thought he was that attractive for my life. Like, now every picture's about them, but remember the sisters were fighting them in the elevator, and she was making the songs, and they weren't posting many pictures of him then, but now they posting it. That
back on it. Hey, that boy just has survived it.
Man, it is. But the thing, but I bring them up because here's what we do in our community. We highlight entertainers. We're the only community of people that highlight entertainers. Yeah. When you watch CNN and they ask for commentary from every other group in America, it'd be like they're scholars, they're professors.
Ours be our rapper, Ja Rule.
Our rappers.
Going back to Dave Chappelle joke.
It'd be the rapper who didn't graduate from high school. But not saying that they don't have an opinion or they wouldn't know anything, but you have a scholar. You know what I'm saying? We don't use our scholars in high esteem. Our doctors or our lawyers or or even men, even husbands. Now, if you're a great husband and you're a rapper and you don't bought your wife 15 Birkins, I don't even know what the hell a Birkin is, but
it costs too much.
I mean, anyway, it's like you buy your wife 15 Birkins, you the man. Like,
yeah. You think the entertainment, the entertainers and rappers are more so glorified because that's all we really have? That's
a lie.
Not that that's all we have, but that's all that's like has like a mainstream media appeal.
No, that's the only thing they put in front of you. If you have a Whole Foods in your community and you don't see a lot of Whole Food commercials, but you're gonna see 1,000 McDonald's commercials in our community. Like they trying to push a vaccine on you, but they're not telling you to eat healthy. They tell you to buy da. I'm loving it. You know what I mean?
It's like come get a vaccine and a free iced coffee.
Yeah, get what I'm saying? It's like, if we want everybody to be healthy and safe, we should be pushing healthy and safe. But we're not pushing that. We are pushing convenience at times. But that goes on to say, when they get the rappers and the athletes and the LeBron James and all the millionaire, quote unquote billionaire entertainers, that's why they do it. See, once upon a time in the 60s, last week on our podcast, somebody told me that they didn't need the history lesson. They was like, you talk too much about the history. I didn't like it. A grown man said that to me. I said in the little group chat, they didn't like the history lesson. Okay. And I was like, well, it's amazing that we're here somewhere, but no one cares about how we got here.
Nobody concerned with that.
Well, no one's concerned about the problem. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, a lot of men just they don't want the labor pains, they just want the baby. But the labor pains tells the story. So you need a little bit of both. Back to what I'm saying.
For sure.
But back in the 60s, you had the athletes like Jim Brown standing with Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor, his name, was standing with, the activists. But now they kind of push the activists out of the way and uplift the
athletes and the actors and rappers. Fair enough. I see that all the time, and that's why I think this conversation is so important, as always, because it lets us highlight those things. So that history lesson in which we gave is very vital, because a lot of people are confused.
Them folks said they didn't want to hear my damn history lesson. They told me that ain't no such thing as blaming, and you can't blame nobody for why you hurt and who love you and who broke your heart. You a man. You should. I mean, these are things. These are things.
No, I hear you. It's just like, no, I think it's wise for us to know, and no, it was very wise for us to know, and it was needed. We needed that history lesson. So shout out to you who didn't like the history lesson, and all those who maybe no.
And they say,
let's go watch that episode.
And they say, but I say all of that because that's why men don't understand love, don't understand their ability to love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then what happens is, instead of our first love is loving our wives, you know what I'm saying, and having a good understanding with the universe. I mean, with God. Some people say universe, and having a how can I say? What's the best way of saying this? You follow God, your wife follows you, type thing.
Mm-hmm.
What we do is we just have babies and be like, oh, I'm be a good father. And I be like, well, what happened to be you being a good husband? It kind of goes out the window, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't think about that. They be like, I'm gonna be a good dad. I'm gonna have all these babies and I'm gonna be a good dad to all of them.
Yeah.
The first thing about being a good dad and being a good family is finding a wife and building a foundation.
And being a good partner.
But they exclude that part because they can handle the kids because they had them. Just like women can handle the kids because she had the kids. They can't handle being in a relationship because they don't know how to communicate. The love languages don't connect.
Mm-hmm. You know, when I talk to my dad about this sometimes, I'm just amazed at like it even goes past my dad, like his age group. My dad is like 60 something, but like all he thinks to being like a good man is just really being a provider.
That's what most men think.
Like he thinks that's the only element.
Because when you hear black women talk about their mates and their men, they talk about what a guy can provide for them. Like the whole thing about bringing to the table, what you bring to the table. Black women be saying stuff like, well, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? And it often boggles my brain that some of them, not all, because a lot of black women are very, very good helpmates. So this is not a. This is not
black
that.
Women, gals.
It's amazing to me that this lady can make $70,000 a year, talking about what she brings to the table, but she don't want to pay no bills. I'm like, so me asking you what you bring to the table is almost null and void because you don't want to pay any bills.
Yeah, you don't want to bring
you don't want to
bring
your part of the table. You don't want to help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put in.
You want me to 100% bring what you can.
Yeah. You want the benefits of having me, but I don't know the benefit of having you. They be like, well, having me is the biggest flex. How having you the biggest flex if you don't want to contribute? I ain't saying we're going to have half of no bills. I ain't saying that you going to pay everything type thing. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, how are you going to help Team Tarver?
Mm-hmm.
They be like, well, how you going to help me? Well, if you're married to me and how the rules go,
you take my last name.
You take my last name, and now you are my responsibility.
Come get under this pimping.
You got to go get under this covenant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, if that's what you're going to do, how are you going to make this? How are you going to make this easy for me? Because you want me to pay everything, but you want to be a boss too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to cook every day, which I get it. You want us both to take care of the kids, but you want me to pay everything.
Mm-hmm. So you want me to only do this, but when
everything else is together.
Yeah.
But that part,
we 50.
is for me, solely for me.
Yeah. Your money is your money
because
my money is our money.
Yeah, and I want to be a boss and get a bag, and so what you gonna do with this bag? I want to create generational wealth, and well, if I'm spending all my money, I'm saving the money because you spending yours. Then we get divorced. You want the rest of my money, and you got the rest of your money. So yeah. I had to start back over again. But you straight.
You good. You've been preparing for this, Loki.
Why would I do this? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's irresponsible.
And you know what's crazy? And I shout out to Godfather. I love him. I love him to death. It's just when I hear these women, I be like, they're really women that be talking like this, and they be like loud on that platform. Like, you just be like, wow, like they.
Because all the betas and pandas be like, girl, get it. Look, I ain't got no problem with you get it. But what I'm saying is, how's that gonna help what we trying to do?
Yeah. Us.
Now you want to be a us and a you.
Mm-hmm. You only want us when it benefits you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what we're gonna be at.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
And I say all of that because I use Heartbreak Hotel, who hurt you. When I say go, and I go back to the community that hurt me, the community prepare me to properly be to know what being a man looks like.
Yes.
And somebody gonna say, well, cause ain't no men in the household. Well, even if it's a man in the household, you strip the man of being the man in the household. Mm-hmm. Now you made him feel like he's supposed to consult with you, and you run the rules, and he's not a man because all of a sudden they use this new word for the last 20 years called toxic masculinity.
And you know what the phrase that I hate gets passed around?
Narcissist.
Well, that too. In the black community when it comes to love is happy life, happy wife.
Well,
I hate that saying only because it further perpetuates all of that stuff you were talking about. It leaves no room for the man to be cared about in the sense. It's like no, like,
because no, though they say that because people say it because they heard they uncles. I've heard uncles and old school cats say, "Oh, long as they eating, I'm straight. I'm starving, but long as they eating, I'm straight." Mm-hmm. That's the thing, and what happens is when a men feel like that, they go searching for love elsewhere. Not saying that they supposed to or they should. Not saying that it's right.
But it's something that happens.
But it happens because it's a hunger for love. Everybody's in this world wilderness looking for somebody to love them, unconditionally, with no contingencies. Mm-hmm. Love me even if I don't got it. Mm-hmm. That's why so many cats trying to go get it. They trying to go get it so I can love them. Mm-hmm. They love me because I'm on.
Yeah. And you know what? As a man who never really properly received love coming up, when you get it, it's pretty nice.
I know though.
It's amazing.
Yeah, when you think you're getting it. Because sometimes that love be another L. Lust. Sometimes that love be an M. Manipulation. Sometimes that
love appears in multiple forms.
Sometimes that love be an S. Stipulations. You know what I'm saying? That love be all of the above. Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying is when you're not taught how to love, you're not taught how to receive love, and you have a hard time giving love.
Yes. For sure.
Then you sit in your therapy in your 40s crying. Like I told you before, I heard T.D. Jakes say this years ago. You tell your little boy, he fall down, he hurt. They say, get up. What you doing like crying?
You all right.
Then when you get in your 40s, you go to your therapist, and your therapist say, let it out. But you say, man, I remember when I was 10, they said big boys don't cry. Mm-hmm. Big boys don't cry, but men do.
It's a hard concept to grasp.
So I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be at.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be at. To your point, I wasn't raised where to be at. Mm-hmm. So now I'm saying I'm 22 years old. I'm too young to have a wife. Then I get 30. I'm too young to have a wife. Then I get 40. I'm too young to have a wife. Mm-hmm. Then you look up, you 50. Talking about some dating is hard.
Hell yeah, it's hard because it ain't meant to be.
The hell you been doing for 30 years? What you been
trying
doing
for 30
to get yourself
years? Together?
You spent 30 years trying to repair the first 18 years. Mm-hmm. So you spent more time trying to repair those first 18. You spend your whole adulthood trying to repair those first 18.
Yep. Yep. I think a lot of people don't understand how important our childhood and the effects
and
that things have on children and us as we grew up.
That's why that I say that baby mama, baby daddy shit is raggedy.
Raggedy as hell.
That's why I say that shit. Because when y'all ain't on one accord, y'all ain't under the covenant of God, y'all on some other shit. Mm-hmm. You get them kids and they on some other shit. Mm-hmm. They feel like because you don't bought them a PS5 and new Jordans, you love them, but you don't spend no time. Then mama say she needed life too, so the kids at grandma's house while she out on the weekends hanging out. Dad ain't around. Mm-hmm. Dad ain't around because dad don't like mama. And all this kind of mess. I've been through it, all this other mess. Then your kids grow up not knowing what a love looks like.
At all.
You tell your kid you love them, they be like, oh, okay.
Appreciate you.
Hey, you be like this. So you're not going to say you love me back? Or they never come to the room and say, man, I love you. And you be like, huh? Get out of my face.
Mm-hmm. I know parents who like they freeze up when their kids tell them that they love them. Like they'll like getting off the phone, like their parents. All right, and just because like even the parents don't know how to say it. A simple
because
I love you.
They've never been told, and sometimes because all the manipulation stipulations, they never probably been showed. Mm. So that's why I say it's a hotel. Hotel got rooms.
Plenty.
You got a bellman. I mean,
and some of us got late checkouts in that hotel.
Hey, and the thing is, hey, you checking in, some people checking out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hey, everybody got reservations.
Yeah.
Some reservations getting lost.
Mm-hmm. some people are there for one night only.
Yeah, man. So like in my lifetime, I can admit that I pushed women away
because you were not ready to love. You think? Or like what is the stipulation on that?
It's hard to understand. I didn't understand how I didn't understand it. I didn't have a grasp of it. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, when you say that to them, they look at you like you grown. You supposed to know how to love me. And I'm saying like, well, I'm trying. But that's why I said they often question your ability to love. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I spent most of my life alone. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm a 41-year-old man and I'm always alone. Mm-hmm. Not because, I hate women and I don't believe in love and I don't believe in having someone. Truthfully, I'm going to be honest. I just don't know how. Mm-hmm. I don't know how.
It's so funny to even hear you say that because when we talk about it, it's like my generation, or me, let me just say me. That's not a problem for me. But I understand why when you look at my situation, because when we were talking about like how dudes be quick to move girls in and stuff like that. Yeah. But I understand from hearing you say that, like why it's difficult for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not something you're accustomed to at all.
It freaks me out. Hey. And not because, now I got to be stuck with her. Because I don't got a problem. I've been married. I got a problem with that. But it's like, I don't want to be that again. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them don't show you nothing different. They show you something. They show you they're good. They show you the special parts. But when you see the parts that you don't like, you be like, I don't know about this. And it's going to come with it. Everything got an up and a down. Mm-hmm. Everything got a yin and a yang. I be like, I don't know if I can yin yang in this thing. I don't know if I can do that. Remember, I think episode 15, you asked me about that shit and I was over here like I was cracked out.
What?
Because I don't know. Like I never had a live-in girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I mean, my ex-wife got married and got married like 8 months, 7 months later, something like that. But I never had a.
Yeah, you didn't experience that.
I don't know what it is to be like, okay, we're going to live together and we're going to try this relationship thing. And then you get divorced and social media is big. So you thinking like, do I be on Instagram like this is my girlfriend?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of a private person. So I'm like, why would I do that? That's stupid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit could be a lot too.
So I'm doing that and I'm like, but I'm meeting women who they need that. They need that.
That validation.
They need the validation. And I'm like, I shouldn't be validating you. You should be validating yourself.
Yeah.
Because that is what draws me to you. Your confidence. The same way you so confident about getting that bag and starting that business and all the other stuff, I want you to be that confident about when you're with me. Because I can't be on my purpose looking back to make sure you good. You
constantly, yeah.
Because the thing is,
distracts you.
Because now you have become a distraction.
Yep.
Now you have become another job that don't pay.
Paying headaches.
Hey, I told you, Debbie Allen paying fame, paying sweat. You know what I'm saying? Sweat equity. Yeah. So you trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's hard because whenever you say it, you offend someone. Mm-hmm. They get offended from your feelings.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why? So I'm not good enough, or it ain't about you.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about you. It ain't because I'm loving you. It's because now I'm trying to figure out how to love.
Mm-hmm. And I hate that in a lot of my relationships, that has always been a thing brought up in one way or another. Like I remember my college girlfriend, romance. We always argued about romance. She was like, "You're not romantic enough. You don't romance me. You don't do these things." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Show me how." She couldn't even show me how. She couldn't even tell me how to be romantic with her. And I'm like, so you're asking me to be something that you can't even show me or even describe.
I remember I dated a girl, and she was like, we never go run errands. We never go run your errands together. I'd be like, hell, I don't want to run them. I don't want to invite someone else. It ain't like I'm riding around the city and just
having the time of my life.
I don't want to go. I'm like, hey, but it's like this. She was like, well, it's a gesture of just us spending time together. Girl, we've been together all week.
Yeah.
Oh, I just getting it more in depth. Because the problem is, I think they be feeling like when I'm doing that, I'm doing something else.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm just doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem,
because that's crazy for a man to just do what he said he was going to do. There's always a secret motive.
Like I've said before, well, you ain't spending time with them. They swear you spending time with somebody else because they have minute guys down to when he's free, he trying to be with somebody else.
Yeah.
Not really that knowing that you free. You just really just free.
Yeah.
And not I'm free, so let me see if I could take Shamika out.
And I know you done got into plenty of the arguments like, how come you don't want to see me today? Like, is there something? And you be like, I just want to chill.
And my thing is this. Okay, I don't mind seeing you today, but when you come over, what are you bringing? Are you going to be pleasant? Are you going to be kind? Are you going to,
are you going to give a nigga some peace?
No, that.
That's what I want to know.
Are you bringing dinner? Are you going to cook dinner? Are you going to say, sit down and relax?
Or just,
Or are you just going to be still?
I think I'd be looking for either peace or entertainment. Not meaning like you have to entertain me, but we just have an entertaining time that makes me forget about whatever it is in the world that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
An escape.
Yes. Being with you should be pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
But what ends up happening is you want to be with me and it's like, okay, make me a drink. Okay, what are we going to eat? Okay, are you going to cook? Okay, are you going to go get the food? Are you going to come back?
There's a whole lot of decision making.
It has become a chore to be here with you.
Yeah. I ain't even going to hold you. I didn't, a few times I didn't ate before just so I wouldn't have to have these conversations or just do things. And they're just
I'm such a gentleman. I'm like, you hungry? Now, because my love is a little different. Doesn't mean my manners are. I'm like, you're hungry, you're good, the refrigerator straight, you want something. But when you dealing with me, I go get everything you like. When you pull up, you get everything you want. You gonna have a good time. You gonna eat.
But when I'm dealing with you,
you gonna get fed
what
to
you
gonna get
bring?
fed to that. Let me talk about it. We gonna have fun. On my end.
Yeah.
And sometimes I might just be tired. I might sit over here with you and we gonna go to sleep. And that's cool too. Be peace. Like that right there made me want to wake up one morning and say, you know what though? I can do this. I used to have a saying. Now people say, what you doing tonight? I'd be like, matter of fact, what you doing for the rest of your life? I want to say that and actually mean it. What you doing for the rest of your life? You like James Bond?
You know what's crazy? I've been in a relationship where I've been in love with 2 women.
I recall this.
He's seen so much of my life, y'all. So much of the promise years. So
I got a little hot.
So you was preaching. That's why you was preaching. So I've been in love with 2 women at one time, and one was obviously my more serious woman. But I found myself in love with the other woman because she was an escape from everything I was dealing with and pertaining to this, quote, we'll just say the main woman, quote unquote. Now, in the relationship, that created big problems because she said to me, like, oh, if I can't be my next escape, I don't, what's the point of me being in a relationship? Which I understand. But now the older I get, I'm like, yeah, I want my woman to be my escape. Like that is so, and I hear more men saying it like, are you peaceful?
I want to enjoy the time we spend. Like I said before in a couple of shows. I want to listen to love songs and vibe. I want this shit to be dope. Like life is so. I'm about to cuss. So fucked up.
Yeah.
I just want to be when I'm with you to be dope.
Yeah.
And not because I don't want you crying about it. I don't want you over the moon about it. I just want you to be in compliance of the dopeness.
Yeah.
I got shit I deal with all day.
My own personal problems.
I'm tell people about being an entrepreneur since everybody think it's so damn easy. Let me tell you
Break it down for them.
You know how it is to cut 20-some people a day, maybe? I mean, this back in the... I don't cut 20-some people no more, so I don't want nobody acting like, oh, you only cut now? No, I ain't. But once upon a time, I just cut like 20-some people a day. And you know how hard it is to listen to 20-some guys talk and remember 20-something conversations?
Come and go
every day, and then regurgitate it the next week to them.
For women, it's like energy. I know y'all be using that energy.
All the energy dumped on me. OG, big dog, bruh, cuz, nephew, son. Like I'm all of those people, and it's like all of that energy get stored in. Then you meet a woman, and she be like, "Why you don't got time for me?" I get off work at 7. They've been off since 4:30. They're like, so what are we doing? So you've had a chance to go home, decompress, shower, and get your whole life together. I ain't got a chance to do none of that. But you want me to, when I see you,
and you gotta have the plans too.
That also, and to be ready for you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, I ain't got a chance to get that shit off me yet. Now you want to put your day on me. Then you want to be okay with it. Then you want to be wham bam and later on. You want to be attentive, which I got to be. So now I remember this. So the next day I wake up in the morning, I'm dragging. I'm doing it again. And you never hear, hey, what you doing tonight? When you get off, pull up.
Got something for you.
Go over the house, got the towel set for you. I mean, I've had that before, but not on a regular.
Man, you got to point me to some of them. I ain't never
have a towel
seen
ready
none
for
of that.
you. Your favorite soap. Take a shower. Decompress. Your food ready. Let's sit down. Just relax.
Man, I swear you be talking about these unicorns that I don't think exist no more. I think
Well,
they
I'm
died
gonna
off.
tell you something. Unfortunately, they do. They just all locked in with lame niggas.
God, nah, don't nothing make me more mad than seeing it.
Hey, they over there. They over there in love with this nigga. Hey, they in there fighting this nigga demons.
Got to be,
Got
to be quicker.
Hey, they mad at me because I understand my demons and I'm trying to work through them, but they get with somebody else and they'll go fight their demons. You be like this.
How that? All right. Cause I'm trying to work on me. All right, man, you got it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm slowly restoring my faith in that and thinking
man,
that things can.
It's okay, bro. You gotta. It's there, man. Like I tell you all the time, I don't have a relationship right now. I'm not in love right now. I'm not dating right now. None of that stuff. But I always tell you, go get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've been an advocate of that since I can remember.
You do not want to be on this side. Next episode, No Country for Old Men.
Can't wait for that one.
Do not be on this side of the game. This shit is not. There's no country for old men over here. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm 41, about to be 42 in April. People say that's not old. Yes, the hell it is. I remember being in being in elementary school in 1980, in 85, 86. I remember in elementary school. That was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Hey, that was during the Reagan era.
Yeah.
We done had 5-6 presidents since then. Like
them numbers, he was in the 19. Yeah,
that's been almost. Hey, bro, I started elementary school almost 40 years ago, bro.
Damn.
Almost 40 years ago. That's how long it's been.
Yep.
I remember going to elementary school when they didn't have a junior high school, and it was just elementary, high school.
Hell, I almost been out of college 10 years.
Exactly.
So I can only imagine.
And I done been exactly. So when I say I'm not old like decrepit and messed up and can't walk. But what I'm telling you is, like I say all the time, I got more time behind me than I do in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell you all, make it count. Date with intention. Mm-hmm. Date somebody who wants to build and grow, and like Chad said, he liked it when I said the home builder thing.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it. He's like, it's dope. He just went to work. Oh man, but yeah, get with somebody who gonna help you build. Who gonna, if you a brick mason, they gonna lay the fountain. Go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get somebody who healthy, mentally, emotionally. Go get it. Go find it. When you got it, lock on. Be intentional.
That's the key.
Be intentional. Wife, you want kids, have them babies, travel the world. You do it now, by the time you're 50, your kids are grown. And you still got, 10, 15, 20 more years. After that, they're going to make it happen. Mm-hmm. Have fun. All the cool shit, that party and with the girl he with, Megan. Mm-hmm. The straw and showers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
be like this. Damn, that shit. That is this.
Man.
I want to have that much fun.
Man.
Like this. I think I deserve that much fun.
I love to see it. I looked at them photos and I was like,
I was touching my phone like this, not because I like Megan. I was just touching my phone like, damn, that shit look amazing. I hate this nigga.
Man, I love to see it. I was like, oh yeah, that's. I mean, you know, that's what I guess we all after. But you know, like you said earlier, everybody think this is microwave society is gonna just happen quick. Meaning you can just get it like that, and or you have one, and then you can just replace them as if.
Boy, you can't go do it. Yeah, it ain't that easy. Hey man, you know we getting ready to close. Hey, I heard some Walker CD come out next week, a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? She said she got Sierra doing the Sierra prayer. You know what I'm saying? On our next episode, me and Lenny got a prayer called the Tom Brady prayer.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it. Need that Tom Brady prayer.
Hey, Tom Brady got a baby mama that you ain't never heard from before. He married to Miss Victoria's Secret. Mm-hmm. She worth $400 million. and she don't be saying nothing. And she look amazing.
Don't be
they
naked.
They got a commercial together.
Don't be naked.
He just be smiling. This dog, he eat vegan ice cream and everything.
You know what? That's probably how he been so damn successful. Let's talk about that. How successful you get when you got a good woman with you.
Hey,
That is the message we gonna preach
that's
here.
the message.
How successful you can be with a good woman.
Hey man, let's find out.
Hey, I'm with it.
Hey man, I'm the Flash,
Comedian Lonnie.
and we out.
Peace.